Let me guess. You've met a girl who gives you nothing. She acts distant, disinterested, even borderline cold. But something feels off. Like, behind all that coldness, there's heat she's trying to hide. She doesn't flirt, doesn't make it easy for you. And yet, when you're around, there's this undeniable tension. Here's what most guys don't realize. Some women pretend not to like you because they're afraid they like you too much. Let's break down the signs. Because once you spot them, you'll never misread that cold behavior again. 1. She's distant, but notices the smallest things. She barely texts you, keeps the conversations dry, acts like she's got more important things to do. But then out of nowhere, she remembers that your dog's name is Max, or that you had a big meeting last week, or she compliments your haircut, even though she never said anything before. It's subtle, but it's revealing. When a woman truly doesn't care, she forgets. But when she pretends not to care, she watches quietly. Because if she's not emotionally invested, she wouldn't even be paying that much attention in the first place. That cold exterior? It's not indifference. It's emotional self-protection. 2. She brings up other guys around you. You're talking to her, and suddenly she mentions hanging out with some guy friend. Or worse, she drops a name, then watches your reaction. At first, it sounds like she's making it clear she's not interested in you. But the way she says it, it feels almost strategic. Because when a girl is genuinely uninterested, she doesn't care if you know she's seeing other guys. But when she wants you to know, and she watches how you respond, that's a whole different game. It's not about the guy she's mentioning. It's about you. She's testing the waters, seeing if you'll flinch, if you'll ask questions, if your energy shifts. Deep down, she wants to matter to you. She just doesn't want to be the first to show her cards. 3. She's bold in groups, quiet one-on-one. In a group setting, she's the life of the party. Laughing, teasing, giving you just enough attention to keep you guessing. But when it's just the two of you, it's like a different person shows up. She gets quieter, reserved, almost like she's holding something back. This shift in behavior isn't random. It's not that she's bored or doesn't want to talk. It's that you make her feel something. And when that happens, it's easier for her to retreat than to reveal. One-on-one attention can feel intimate, even risky. And for a girl who's trying to hide her feelings, vulnerability is something she'll avoid until she's sure. 4. She downplays everything you do. You say something clever. She shrugs it off. You talk about a big win at work. She barely reacts. You show up looking your best. She hits you with, "Oh, so you're trying today?" It sounds like she's unimpressed, but it's actually a defense mechanism. See, the more she acknowledges how much she likes what you do, the more power she feels like she's giving you. So instead of saying, "Wow, that's impressive," she'll mask it with sarcasm or indifference. It's a form of emotional camouflage, a way to keep you in check, while her mind quietly obsesses over you. 5. Her energy shifts the moment you walk in. You walk into the room and something just changes. She straightens up. She goes quiet. She tucks her hair behind her ear for no reason. She might even look away quickly like she didn't see you. You didn't even say a word yet, but her whole energy just reoriented itself around you. That kind of reaction doesn't come from someone who's indifferent. It comes from someone who's hyper-aware of your presence, even if she's trying not to be. She might act like you don't exist, but her body language is doing all the talking. 6. She flirts, then freezes. One day she's bubbly, teasing you, joking around, maybe even sending you memes. Then out of nowhere she goes cold. Short texts, dry energy, like she flipped a switch. This hot and cold behavior confuses most guys. But here's what's really happening. She got a little too close. She enjoyed it. And now she's scared she might be giving you too much access to her feelings. So she slams on the emotional brakes, not because she doesn't care, but because she does. And she doesn't know if she can trust it yet. This emotional whiplash isn't manipulation. It's a tug-of-war between attraction and self-control. 7. Her friends. act different. When you're around, sometimes the best way to tell if a girl likes you is to watch how her friends act. Do they glance at you when she talks? Do they smirk or nudge her when you walk by? Do they randomly drop hints like, "You two would be cute"? Women often tell their close friends everything. So when she's pretending to be indifferent, her friends might accidentally give it away. Even if she never says a word, their energy around you can speak volumes. Because if you didn't matter, they wouldn't care. But if they know you've been on her mind, they'll leak little clues without meaning to. 8. She gets irritated over small things. You make a harmless joke, she gets defensive. You reply a little late, she acts cold. You say something normal, and she finds a way to twist it into an issue. At first, you might think, she must not like me. Why else would she act annoyed? But here's the hidden truth most guys overlook. Frustration often comes from caring more than you're comfortable with. She's not mad because you said something wrong. She's mad because you affect her, and she doesn't want you to know that. Small things feel bigger when someone's trying to keep their feelings hidden. So instead of showing softness, she chooses irritation. Because anger feels safer than vulnerability. The more her emotions get involved, the more she pushes them down. And sometimes, that leaks out as criticism, sarcasm, or overreactions. If a girl truly didn't care, she'd just ignore you. But if she keeps reacting, even in ways that seem negative, you're under her skin. Now here's the real challenge. When a woman's pretending not to like you, do not fall into the trap of chasing harder. Don't call her out. Don't try to force clarity. The more pressure you add, the more she'll retreat. Instead, stay grounded. Hold eye contact. Be calm. Be unbothered. Show her that emotional tension doesn't scare you, you're comfortable in it. Because when she sees that you don't need her validation, that's when the mask starts to slip. And when she finally stops pretending, that's when the real connection begins. If you've ever been confused by a girl who gave you mixed signals, drop a fire emoji in the comments. You don't want to miss that. See you in the next one.